Hey, welcome back, y'all. Another edition of Everything Football 62. I'm your host, John the Big Tex Johnson, a.k.a. Uncle Tex, a.k.a. Professor Tex. Smash the like button, subscribe to the page, and, and got any comments, leave them down below. I'm just going to get into this real quick, because this thing is about AB. And I kind of made a show a couple of so years ago about him, I think when he was out of leaving Pittsburgh and whatnot. And let me start by this. You're talking about a guy who came in the league in 2010, right? And AB is a 7-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All-Pro, and he's a Super Bowl champion. He's in the All-Decade 2010 All-Decade team. This guy's led the league twice in yards, twice in receiving and receptions, once in touchdowns. He has Hall of Fame numbers, Hall of Fame credentials, Hall of Fame numbers. He has the whole kit and caboodle. The guy's a player, plays tough, the whole 9 yards. Everything you want from a wide receiver for the most part, AB has done that. Whatever happened there in 2018, getting out of Pittsburgh, being a headache and being a lot of different things and whatnot, that is what that is and whatnot. And the talent that's no question. That's a Hall of Fame talent, Hall of Fame numbers, Hall of Fame everything, right? Now, I just messing around, hanging around on Twitter or whatever, just checking the feeds out and everything. I was going to be doing the show anyway. And I'm not going to even make this that long because guys kind of knew how I feel about it. I was on Twitter earlier this morning, made some comments about that lengthy thing that he said about his bone spurs. His doctor checked it out, this, that, and the other, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I can see all of that being true, what he said. I can see all of that being 100% true, right? And whatnot. Some people, they can't. And I'm like, that's neither here nor there. About what was going on with your ankle and all this stuff, that's not the point. The point is the hissy-fissy, the hissy-fissy type of temper tantrum, broad in the club syndrome, you stepped on my shoe syndrome in the club and whatnot, that Vince Young bullshit BS that happened some years ago, throwing shirts and stuff in the stands and all this kind of stuff. What happened to being stoic? What happened to being stoic? If it's messed up and just walk off the field, do it like that. Why the temper tantrum? Why the hissy-fissy? Why throwing a fit like an 8-year-old? Like a petulant kid? I don't understand that from a 32-year-old man, 33-year-old man. I don't understand that. And that's still young, but I'm like, nonetheless, you're in your 30s. You're not a child anymore. You're not a teen. You're not in your 20s anymore. So that's a major turnoff for me. It's like that didn't have to go on that way. Never had to go on that way. But at the same time, but this now, because it's funny, because I'm on Twitter just a few minutes ago before I'm getting ready to do this, just to see what's going, just looking over and whatnot. And then I turn and I end up hearing this. He's doing some podcast with some jokers, whoever these guys are and whatnot. Man, I wish I could be getting shows like these guys. 'Cause these guys like are nobodies and whatnot. Not taking anything from them, but it's like these guys just pop up. Like, who are these guys? Everybody got a show. I'm trying to do my thing, but it's like, hey man, this guy just pops up in their doggone on their show and then they're able to talk and whatnot. But maybe I get that one day. But check this out.
If Tom Brady's my boy, why am I playing for an earnest salary?
He said, if Tom Brady is my boy, then why am I playing for an earnest salary? For an earnest salary. And I want to say with Antonio Brown and his earnest salary, which them guys are funny to me, it wasn't that long ago where with that earnest salary and whatnot, he in February 2017, 4 or 5 years ago, 5-year deal through the 2021 season, which is just his past season, had he stayed. 4-year extension worth $68 million, $19 million guaranteed at signing, with a $17 million annual salary, making him the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL. That was February 27, 2017. Same time when he sit up there made that Facebook Live when they in the doggone, when they in the locker room, where Shannon Sharp criticize him for that and whatnot, and myself as well. That's funny to me. We all know what happened in Oakland. We all know what happened in New England, and all the off-season stuff, even this stuff with COVID, being hurt and everything like that. But his earnest salary, I'm like, what are you supposed to get? Brady vouched for you to come over there. Now, he'll say he had all these other teams salivating after him, but, I mean, from what I seen and when I shopped around on Twitter and stuff like that, I didn't see that. Let us continue.
Right. You my boy, though, right? Right. Gronkowski is boy, right?
Gronkowski is boy. Gronkowski came into the league, I think, in 2009, 2010. Gronkowski has been playing with Brady since 2010, all the way up for 9 years. They got 3 Super Bowls together. Gronk is considered and getting ready to go down probably one of the top 4, top 5 greatest tight ends of all time. They've been knowing each other way longer than what you and Brady been knowing each other. And whatnot. Remember, he got Gronkowski off the couch because Gronkowski was done. Gronkowski sat out for a year. Nobody wanted Antonio Brown because Antonio Brown was a troublemaker, messing up left and right, this going on, hitting a woman, this, that, just the craziness that was going on with the brother and whatnot. Now he's saying this. Wow. Let's continue.
Right. How much did he get paid?
Significant amount.
All right, so why is AB on the prove it deal? Who's better than me over there? Let's be real.
Right, but
let's not be right. Let's be honest. This is the podcast to be real.
He said, "Who's better than me over there?" The Bucs have had a pretty good team the last couple of years. If truth be told, they just needed a quarterback. They got Brady, and we already see what happened with that. Right? They won a Super Bowl. They got Mike Evans, one of probably the most underrated wide receivers over there. You had the other guy, I can't think of his name, having a hell of a year, hell of a wide receiver over there, right? You bring in Gronk, and then you bring in Gronk, and then you got AB and whatnot. So it's like, but let's just do this. And this is the thing that kills me with something about with Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown from 20 and 21, he has played just this year. Let's say 2021. He's played in 7 games and started 3. 7 games and has started 3. Okay? And whatnot. Let's keep going. He started 4 games last year. So in 15 games, the 15 games he's played with them regular season, I'm just dealing with regular season. The 15 games that he's played regular season, he has started 7 games. Between being his ankle injury or whatever, suspension, and dealing with that COVID crap and whatnot and stuff like that. So this year he's caught 62 balls for 40. He's caught 42 balls, 545 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Okay. A couple of weeks ago, he had 10 catches for over 100 and some odd yards. And I'm like, what is the problem? Yeah, that was against Carolina, 32-6. He was targeted 15 times, 10 catches, 101 yards. And he's talking about he get everything popping over there and whatnot. Now, that defense get everything popping over there. That offensive line who sit up there and don't have that don't have Brady getting touched and whatnot, get things popping over there and whatnot. I mean, and it's the respect that they have for Brady and what he's accomplishing and everything. But here it is.
Who is the best guy over there? Since you guys know football, who is
for sure. Who's the best guy over and that team?
No, AB. Football, receiver-wise, who is the guy that get it popping?
I think it's a combination of all you guys. I think it was AB.
Now, see, and that's what I'm saying. And then this is the real dude. This is the real dude. This is what you're dealing with. This is what you have to deal with. Who wants to deal with that, man? Why should anybody have to deal with that? Because right now he's really in the twilight of his career. And he may say this. He's going to put a spin on it. He's going to say this. He's going to say that. But I'm like, I think something's wrong with the young man. Me personally. I think something's wrong with the man. And it's just like the behavior is just ridiculous. And I'm like, dude, you just got a contract. So you've already burned through all that bread, was sitting up there fighting these court cases when you probably wouldn't have to fight them if you wasn't doing some of the dumb stuff that you was doing. Now it's like you're throwing dirt on Brady, and he's the one that got you from going over there. Arians wasn't going to even touch you. That was a known fact. He wasn't even going to touch you. Now you're talking about Brady. If that's my boy, so what do you think you're supposed to be getting? Why is he on a approved deal? Why? Your reputation, homeboy. That's why. Them jokers ain't going to pay you no major money, dude, and you haven't really done anything since 2018, but stayed in trouble and have went to 3 teams and have been out of football. So since then, since the last season where he was a Pro Bowler, All-Pro, Pro Bowler, and all this other stuff was in 2018. 2019, after 2018 season, after 2018 season, you're talking about somebody who has played in 16 games in 3 seasons. In 3 seasons, he's basically played 1. So he's basically missed 2 seasons worth of football, and you want to get paid top receiver money? Nah, the one thing I do know about that league is what have you done for me lately league. And what you have done lately for yourself is constantly have yourself in trouble. Seem like every other week, getting sued, getting come to court, and always some type of antics with you. That's what you have done for the past 3 years, since after the year of 2018, since 19, 20, and even 21. This is what you've done in the past 3 years. You have literally played 1 year of football in the past 3 years, which means that you've missed 2 years of football, because that means, like I said, you haven't played. You haven't done nothing. You've been suspended. It's this, it's that, it's whatever it has been. It's literally like being hurt for 2 years. In the last 3 years, you have played 1 year of football, and you want to be paid like the top wide receiver is supposed to get paid. Negro, please. You need to stop that, man. And brother, go get some help, man. Young man needs some help or whatever. You know, and this is what I'm talking about. That's why can't nobody take this dude serious and whatnot. And it ain't going to hit him until they mess around and be like, dude, we're done with you. No more football for you. The NFL is done with you. Go play in Calgary somewhere. All right, that's all I got to say about that with that cat, man. It's embarrassing and the whole 9 yards. But like I tell you guys all the time, there's no GOAT, there's no greatest of all time as long as time's still going on. And like I got to tell you guys all the time, numbers don't lie and get emotional. People do. You guys have a good one.